Okay, doch nicht zum Schiffchen. Oh, doch zum Schiff.
Where the hell have you been?
I had to secure my people. We can't stay here anymore. It's too exposed. We have to run.
But where?
Isn't it obvious? Condor.
Ich komme.
What are you gonna do?
We'll send the Cyclops out.
Heute wieder mal gearbeitet nach Urlaub.
That's the code name for...
It's more of a moniker for an 80-ton machine with firepower exceeding all antimates combined. We usually use it in conditions of high radiation contamination, enormous pressures and temperatures. Due to the interference of the force field, it floats several feet above the ground, so it doesn't depend on the surface. In addition to the Dirac force field, it has an antimatter spherical blaster.
But I hope you're
Ja,
right.
wie komme ich hier rauf?
Because I've heard about your power more than once. And all I see is one defeat
Hallo.
after another.
In this case, Yasna, it's not just empty boasting. Sending the Cyclops somewhere is like giving the task to the devil himself. Look, I'm giving you a simple choice, Yasna. Are you going or not?
Go where there could be water, medicine, resources, or stay here to die. Wow, such a hard choice.
Ja, richtig schwer. Aber... Oh, hier, okay.
I hope I won't regret it.
Ich hoffe auch.
Too bad you didn't mention earlier that you had a working saucer. We could fly to Condor right away. Or even into orbit.
Working is a big word. It's just a tin can with a couple of sputtering engines. Controlling it technically doesn't work.
Somehow it does not surprise me. Let's fly.
Just a minute. I'm waiting for the force field to shut down, which should be soon.
Hui. Ja, die Eingewöhnung an die Arbeit nach dem Urlaub ist immer kacke. Das kenne ich, Lumi. Das kenne ich.
Hold on, was it? He's not here.
Rehitra? He took his men to the ship. They're inside now. You had rather a hard landing.
How do you know all this?
Well, I heard him talking to them. To you.
Didn't he notice I wasn't responding?
Yes, he did. He said he'd be back.
Okay.
If he expected me to wait here, he's sorely mistaken.
What the fuck?
Wow. It's impressive.
The Condor?
Yes,
It looked majestic in the pictures.
in real life too.
Das Ding ist riesig.
I think I know where Rehitra is.
It's to be expected that we'll lose communications as soon as you enter the cargo bay.
Sure thing.
Ja.
So many tons of steel.
Indeed. You'll have to establish a connection using one of the devices on the ship. I'm sure you'll find one in the command bridge.
I'll find that radio. So that's their marvel of military
Oh
technology.
mein Gott, ist der...
Rehitra wastes no time.
Is it attacking already?
Ah, bei mir auch,
For
Babu.
now, he's only released the Cyclops, as they call it.
The hell is he think?
It's floating majestically, 3 meters above the ground.
Krass.
What does it look like? Must admit that I haven't seen any pictures of the Cyclops. The Alliance tried to keep its existence a secret.
It's big. Bigger than a transporter. Its launchers are hidden for now. But for some reason, it gives off such an unsettling impression.
Does it make any sounds?
No. It's big and quiet.
Well,
Well.
then we need to get hold of its blueprints.
This is hardly the time, Astrogator.
Yes, another time.
Ja, gehen wir mal da
One
rein.
more thing, Yasna. This is important. I'll be able to confirm it in a while, but so far everything indicates...
What is it, Astrogator?
Headquarters were right about the Invincible. It's actually flying here. If I'm reading the message correctly, they'll be here in a few days. They're looking for the missing Condor. And they have no idea of the danger.
So our mission made no sense from the start. We wanted to outplay the Alliance, but instead we got ourselves into the same trouble.
We still don't know everything. But yes, they're on a rescue mission.
Neue Ausbildung. Jetzt geht's Richtung Ende zu in der Schweiz. Das ist. Ah, du machst Polymechaniker.
Are you inside yet?
Das habe ich auch gelernt. Oh mein Gott. Ja, ich bin drinne. Domi, das habe ich auch gelernt. Ja, ja, ja. Okay, das sind diese Generator-Dings. Hier liegen Leichen wahrscheinlich, ja. Alle tot. Ja, ja, ja. Na dann. Hallo? Hier habe ich eine Karte.
I'm sorry, but you won't need this
Ah,
anymore.
Lochkarte. Hey, Kumpel. Und was mache ich damit? Hier wahrscheinlich, ne? Aufzug. Ja, ich drück dir auf jeden Fall auch die Daumen. Aber du schaffst das. Auf jeden Fall. Ja, das stimmt. Hast du recht, Domi. Condor. Wenn man die Handgriffe kennt, geht's eigentlich. Muss komplett bei der Sache sein und wissen, was du machst. Ja. Ja, genau. Etwas mehr als 2 Wochen praktische Prüfung, aber die machst du ja im Betrieb. Im Betrieb auf den Maschinen und den Sachen, die du ja bereits kennst.
Not quite at the bridge yet, but I'm getting closer. Much closer, Rahitra.
Inaktiver Aufzug. Hallo? Nö. Oh, Medical Bay.
It must be the medical wing. Surprisingly, everything's still running. Was Rahitra here?
Ah, du machst auf Montage den Abschluss. Mhm. Hatte ich auch gemacht. Erneuter Antrag auf Erlaubnis zur Arbeit an privaten Projekten. Hiermit bitte ich erneut um Erlaubnis mit der Weiterentwicklung von 2 Lesegeräten mit den vorläufigen Bezeichnungen Opton und Lekton. Ich möchte die Behauptung des leitenden Ingenieure widerlegen, dass es sich bei meinen Konzepten um reine Fantasiegespinste und absurde Ideen handelt, die nicht umsetzbar sind. Genau aus diesem Grund habe ich einen Prototyp des Opton entwickelt. Ich möchte noch einmal die Grundlagen meines Konzeptes erläutern. Ich bin felsenfest von der Umsetzbarkeit der kühnen Visionen aus der Feder des Fantasy-Autors mit dem Pseudonym Lem überzeugt. In Zukunft wird das gesamte Wissen der Menschheit nicht mehr auf analogen, natürlichen Medien aufbewahrt werden. Bücher werden stattdessen die Form von Kristallplatten annehmen, in denen Wissen gespeichert werden kann. Diese Kristalle können mit dem bereits erwähnten Opton ausgelesen werden. Mein Design ähnelt in seiner Form dem eines Buches, jedoch nur mit einer einzigen Seite zwischen den Buchdeckeln. Eine einzige Berührung reicht aus, um darin zu blättern. Die Vorteile diese Lösung ist äußerst platzsparend, ohne das ursprüngliche Leseerlebnis zu beeinträchtigen. Dies kommt unseren Bibliotheken zugute, wodurch wir die Möglichkeit, noch viel mehr Wissen an einem Ort aufzubewahren, was uns im Kampf um den Weltraum einen entsprechenden Vorteil verschafft. Hinweis: Zu Vorführungszwecken werde ich eine Geschichte zu Ehren der Invincible im Opton speichern. Bei dem Konzept, dessen Umsetzbarkeit ebenfalls von mir verifiziert wurde, handelt es sich um ein Lesegerät mit Audio-Wiedergabe. Dieses Gerät kann beispielsweise von Schiffspiloten verwendet werden, die auf ihren langen Reisen ihren Horizont mit Hilfe literarischer Meisterwerke erweitern wollen. Deshalb schließe ich die Möglichkeit nicht aus, die Geschichte auch im Audioformat zu präsentieren. Zusammenfassung: Ich bitte hiermit darum, meinen Antrag stattzugeben, sowie um einen Präsentationstermin zum nächstmöglichen Zeitpunkt nach unserer Abreise von Regis III. Damit ich meine Arbeit am Opton und am Lekton schnellstmöglich wieder aufnehmen kann. Sehr schön. Ich dachte immer, Polymechaniker bzw. die Bezeichnung gibt es in Deutschland gar nicht. Gibt es auch nicht. Auch nicht, dass ich will. Ja, ich glaube, es ist Zerspannungsmechaniker. Einerseits. Und andererseits mit Maschinenmechaniker würde ich jetzt mal so ungefähr behaupten. Hallo? Was ist hier? Nichts zu sehen. Oh, hier ist was. Guck mal.
Different sections. Different elevator cards. They really overdo it with the security measures around here. I guess I still have some time to look around.
Also jetzt das, was ich behaupten würde, Zerspannungsmechaniker. Achso, hier ist der Aufzug auf. Okay. Also hier. Bridge. B1. Let's go. Ja.
Were you deliberately trying to slow me down?
I didn't design these elevators, if that's what you're asking.
No, that's not it. You can clearly control them, but... Never mind.
Never mind. Egal. Oh, hallo?
Dirac field, ready to activate. Spherical thrower, anti-protons.
Rahitra!
Here. Now that you're here, why don't you help me?
With what?
With the probes. They're over the battlefield. I do have visuals from the Cyclops here, but I can't do everything on my own. Oh, wait. Activity's increasing. They're coming. Are you helping or not? Come on, Yasna.
Ja, ich helfe, ich helfe.
I'm ready.
Industriemechaniker, ja. Maschinenindustrie,
What am I
irgendwie
looking
sowas,
at?
genau.
It'll be... number 5, a long-range one. It sees the entire perimeter. Better switch to a closer one.
There's the Cyclops.
Great. Force field activation.
I confirm. Field active. The cloud's within reach.
Ja, genau.
I'm shooting.
Was muss ich jetzt tun? Mein Gott. Oh mein Gott.
The close range is dead.
No wonder. It's boiling over there.
The field is shrinking.
Calm down, Yasna. It will hold.
Ja, das kommt gut auf jeden Fall.
Whoa!
Oh, beautiful. It's not a machine, it's the devil himself. I'm telling you.
Sie erheben sich und krachen auf uns nieder. Müsst ihr gucken gleich hier. Versuch mal ein bisschen zu steigen.
Shit. I'm losing connection. Do you see anything?
They're creating a tight formation. A cyclone.
Fucking shit!
Alles klar, Domi. Ich wünsche dir eine wunderschöne gute Nacht und bis zum nächsten Mal.
That can't be good, right? What was that?
You tell me. Can't you see anything?
Nee.
The mid-range is dead.
How about the long range?
The long range works. The cloud has stopped attacking. The Cyclops is... Huh?
What is it doing? What did you see? Yasna!
The cloud won.
What? You
Gipfel.
said...
Don't count on the Cyclops anymore. Circus must have gone haywire. It shot down the probes. Now it's probably operating with a new goal. Like all those machines earlier.
I don't understand. How?
Gipfel.
This is pure madness.
Hey, at least we still have the Invincible.
Don't mock me.
I'm not mocking you, Rahitra. They really are flying here. They'll be here in about... Just hold on for a moment. I'll find out.
Funkstation, wo ist die Funkstation? Hier, ne? Hallo, bist du Funkstation? Da ist Funkstation. Hallo, toter Mann.
Condor, are you there?
Im Grunde in Deutschland auch so. Aber es ist immer
Astrogate and Knob.
Maschinen.
I'm here, Astrogator. Unfortunately, I don't have good news. The Cyclops got out of control.
What do you mean?
Just like the other machines. Now, it'll wander around aimlessly. Or even worse.
I had a feeling it would end like this. Do you know what Rahitra is planning now?
I have no idea.
But then I need to talk to him.
You, sir?
Yes. Can you switch me somehow?
Ja, hier.
Okay,
Switch.
okay. I'm switching you to the bridge. He should be able to hear you now. Done. Please talk.
Hello, Condor. This is Astrogator Novik, commander of the IC Dragonfly ship. I repeat, this is Astrogator Novik to the crew of the USCA Condor cruiser. Please come in.
Could you stop with all these? Rohitra, Engineer Rohitra. Among our crew, I'm the last man standing, so to speak, which I guess makes me commander. Who would have thought?
In that case, I'm making an official request to join our forces to prevent the danger that threatens both sides.
Oh, enough, Novik. That's enough. I agree, officially, and all that jazz. We're already taking steps to eliminate the threat. I'd even say that your crew is working on it pretty damn actively. We stopped playing defense and took the fight to them. The Cloud suffered significant losses. As a counterattack, though, it disrupted our communications.
Playing defense sounds a lot better than we're getting our asses kicked.
Doctor, not now, please.
No, it's true. Fighting against the Cloud is exceptionally difficult. But any opponent can be defeated. All it takes is the right tool.
Meaning what exactly? Let me remind you that we're dealing with a dispersed entity whose technological prowess is still unknown. And it has so far destabilized every machine sent its way. Even the most specialized ones.
That's why I'll keep it simple this time. No electro brains, no memory, only pure energy.
You still haven't answered me, Ritra. Please, just tell me straight. What are you up to?
I'm arming the charges.
Arming what? Explosives, cluster munitions?
Hydrogen.
Atomwaffe.
What? Ritra? Are you serious?
Damn right. I won't leave all this unresolved.
How many
Okay.
warheads do you have?
54. From 30 kilos to 100 megatons.
Oh, that's quite an arsenal. Over the top, I'd say.
We really do have enough power.
That's an understatement, Doctor. That amount of energy could rip the planet to pieces.
I'm not an idiot. I won't send everything at once. I'm preparing 8 smaller warheads to start with.
And then?
We'll see.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Ritra?
Ich weiß ja nicht.
Listen, Yasna, I know how it must look to you. A hot-headed guy from the Alliance who wants to use nukes. But put yourself in my shoes. I have 24 hours tops of complete situational awareness. I'm taking action here and now based on my best judgment. I don't know what will happen later. Where will I wake up? In what condition? So I'm going to avenge my people before that happens and ensure the safety of those who survived. They all deserve better than this. I know you understand. You're like me. You would do anything for your crew.
I understand how you feel. But you can't approach this problem in terms of revenge. We are dealing with creations of necro-evolution. Dead evolution. And probably non-sentient ones. Taking revenge on the Cloud is like...
Whipping the ocean for sinking a ship?
Exactly. Like Xerxes. We won't gain anything from a mindless attack. On the other hand, knowledge about these creations may turn out to be crucial in helping their victims.
Ja.
In helping you, Ritra.
My memory, you could...
It's possible.
Well, thank you
What for? I haven't done anything.
for reminding me of my mom. But as long as the Cloud is a threat to others, my condition comes second.
You, Ritra, are still reasoning as though we were standing face to face with a thinking opponent. What if these beings are not our enemy at all?
Oh, good one. Are you forgetting how many of us they've already killed?
I will never forget Ritra. Still, I can't help feeling that they operate without any strategic plan. They attack from one incident to another. They're non-sentient, as the doctor put it.
So what, they're stupid? And that's why they can't be hostile? It's absolute nonsense.
Well, it could be. Yasna, what do you think?
Ja, nicht
They're not
bewusst.
stupid or hostile, but rather programmed to react. To radio waves, to brain waves.
How?
They're breaking down communications to thwart the exchange of information.
So... they see no difference between a man and a machine?
Ja.
They take our brains for transmitters. That's why they're attacking us?
Exactly.
Wait, what species are you talking about?
Dr. Yasna found various traces of conflict, lasting for hundreds of thousands of generations.
Both living organisms and mechanical creators of the Cloud, as well as other products of dead evolution. The list is quite long.
Hang on. Creators?
Yes. Millions of years ago, someone must have built primordial mechanisms. Machines could have self-built in successive generations. But something must have created them first.
Ja.
I don't buy it. It's like some robot fables.
No, Rachel, these are no fables. We have gathered evidence for all this.
How did these machines even get here? Who built them?
Our cyberneticist had a hypothesis before he lost consciousness.
About the Lyrans.
Yes, that one.
Lyrans. It does ring a bell. Wasn't there a book about them?
The Cranian's monograph. According to his notes, before the explosion of Zeta Lyra, the sixth planet of the system was inhabited by intelligent beings. Let's say their scout ship landed here and that a disaster occurred. Some kind of reactor explosion, chain reaction. Suffice to say, the wreckage that landed on Regis III had no living beings on board.
Only the machine survived.
And then what? They started bashing in each other's tin heads? Doesn't make much sense to me. Machines don't have emotions. They don't argue.
First things first. Millions of years ago, some highly advanced race sent machines to Regis III. And these were specialized homeostatic mechanisms, left with no one to command them. As an engineer, you know well how it is. A robot does what it needs to do, whether it serves someone or not. At first, they probably just repaired themselves, or built a home for their dead masters.
Until something forced them to change.
Exactly. Certain types of predator eat anything that moves. So I'm betting they were attacked by a local fauna. The key was that these machines had the ability to produce others as needed. To combat, say, flying reptiles, they started producing flying machines.
That still doesn't explain why they started fighting among themselves. Since they already defeated the living organisms, why keep producing themselves? It makes no sense.
What's a guiding principle of a homeostat?
I don't...
That was a rhetorical question. It's all about survival in changing conditions, even the harshest ones. Further forms of necroevolution were no longer threatened by the local fauna, but they had to find sources of energy and materials from which they could produce replacement parts and offspring. Originally, their descendants were undoubtedly powered by radiant radiation. But on Regis, there are no radioactive elements at all.
Sounds familiar. When the energy runs out, you have to wheel and deal.
Yes, the default source wasn't available anywhere. So they had to look for an alternative. There was a severe energy crisis and a conflict among the machines. Simply put, they fought to survive, exist. That's what evolution is all about selection.
Wait, Doctor. We've established that these beings are mindless. Shouldn't the organisms with the most developed nervous systems win the game of evolution? In this case, instead of a nervous system, there was some kind of electrical one, but the principle remains the same.
Not exactly, sir. The most advanced of the mechanisms that landed here derived energy from their own radioactive resources. Simpler devices such as small repair systems could have had solar panels. And in that case, would have had a significant advantage over the others.
But the other ones could defend themselves. They could attack.
With atomic power. Yes, that's possible. But I see it differently. In necroevolution, the most successful beings were those that excelled in miniaturization above all else. Also, the sedentary creations. The former gave rise to the cloud, which the flies form when necessary, in pursuit of a common interest. Meanwhile, the sedentary ones gave rise to a peculiar species of metallic vegetation. Those structures formed the city.
So, it's still functional?
No. For some reason, the city lost a fight for survival. And now, there are only rusting remains. Only one form survived. The microbots that conquered the land on Regis III.
So, these flies just adapted best.
To the conditions of this planet. Yes, that's how it works.
So, to summarize, some alien race sent advanced robots to Regis III. The local dinosaur-like monsters tried to eat them. So the robots produced other robots, which produced more and more robots, until they fell victim to their own overproduction After a number of iterations and wars for resources, they spat out the murderous cloud, which took over the planet.
Indeed. To put it simply,
For me, the matter is perfectly clear. Makes no sense to bomb these creatures. I'll even say it's a greater danger to us than to them.
But how else do you imagine defeating the cloud?
But that's the thing. I don't. It's invincible. Yasna, do you agree?
Well,
Ja, die sind unbesiegbar.
I very much agree. Another attack would make no difference. Just a few flies are enough for the cloud to regenerate.
what if we
Gute
destroy
Nacht,
their
Pastete.
nests?
Vielen Dank für den
No,
Raid.
Ritra. Unless we
Wir
want
sehen
to
uns.
destroy the entire planet, it's impossible to eliminate them all. And even then, there's no guarantee they would die in space. After all, the flies need no air, water, or food, only solar energy.
But what else can we do, if not attack?
We can leave this
Wir müssen
place
fliehen.
and never come back.
How so? Your commander will swoop down from orbit and pick us up? Or do you have an extra ship up your sleeve?
I'm afraid none of these.
I was thinking about a saucer, or some other vehicle from the Condor.
Don't count on it, Yasna. It's a miracle we arrived on that wreck of a saucer. Nothing else flies around here, I checked. Huh. I'm done. Warheads are armed. One more press of a button, and there'll be no turning back. I can't.
That was close.
I'm suspending all actions leading to conflict. But what should I do now?
We no longer have any landers. So I hate to say it, but I can't help you. And believe me, I would like nothing better.
Ich will
I'd
starten.
prefer to fly away from here. Go back home.
Nach
I'm
Hause.
sorry, Yasna. If only I could switch places with you.
I know.
I need to check on my people. Good talk, Novik.
Likewise, Rahitra.
Join me whenever you can. No rush.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
So, he's gone.
Doctor.
Ja.
Yasna, it was truly an honor. I'm having a hard time finding the right words.
I have one last request.
I'm listening.
I'd like Koval and Krauter to remember me, even just from your stories.
Of course. I'll let everyone know what you did for them.
No, I don't care about gratitude. I just want them to know who I was. I am.
All right. I will try to do justice in capturing your extraordinary character. Although I must admit, it's not an easy assignment.
As always. I'm not making anything easier for you, Novik.
As always, Yasna.
Have a safe journey.
Thank you, and take care. Over and out.
Alles klar. Er haut ab. Rettet unsere Freunde.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wir bleiben
You
zurück.
look...
Like shit. I know.
really tired. That's what I meant to say.
Because you're trying to be polite. The undeniable truth is, I look and feel like shit. Will you close it for me?
Of course. Support and stimulants will help you.
I won't sleep. I can't. You know that. I have to endure somehow.
It won't get to that. Because I'll tell you everything all over again.
No, Yasna. I know me all too well. I won't believe the cloud can't be defeated. Or help you convince the Invincible's crew you're innocent. You'll end up in custody.
and they'll just repeat our mistakes.
I know.
It's a strange feeling. Remaining conscious in the hibernator.
You clearly haven't visited the infirmary often. This is a standard procedure for a long recovery.
Will you take another look at Landor and Spluskas?
Mach ich. Lul. Die Spritze schwebt hier einfach.
I'm doing it now. Don't worry.
Thanks. Are you still wondering whether to go to the nest? This is probably your last chance. If you want to make it before the Invincible arrives, it would be good
Was ist das Nest?
to have you here.
Bleib hier.
Come.
No, I'm not going. I know it's a unique opportunity to get closer to this phenomenon, and I might never get another chance. But I've thought about it a lot, and I'd rather stay here with you. Now rest. You should save your strength for their arrival.
Sind wir irgendwie gestartet? Wir sind irgendwie so hoch vom Boden weg.
Too heavy, hands become. Down you go, oh bright sun. Night is not
Das kann
that
sein, Kolf.
scary.
Ah, was war das?
At last, they've arrived. Rahitra, do you hear? They're landing now.
Sie landen. Sie landen. Wir sind gerettet. Rahitra.
Rahitra?
Gott. Er sah ein bisschen tot aus. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir gerettet sind. Ich weiß es nicht. Schon, ja. Also ich bin gerade ein bisschen... Sind wir jetzt gerettet? Sind wir nicht gerettet? Lebt Rahitra? Ist er tot? Was ist mit unseren Freunden passiert? Sind sie heile nach Hause gekommen? Haben sie ihre Erinnerung wieder? Ich habe so viele Fragen. Was wäre passiert, wenn wir die Wolke mit Atomwaffen beballert hätten? Was wäre passiert, wenn wir das Wasser getrunken hätten? So viele offene Fragen. Ich glaube, ich muss das Spiel irgendwann nochmal spielen. Aber ich muss sagen, ein wunderschönes Spiel.